Well, would you look at that? I come trudging back from the field, smelling like hay and sweat, hair all messy, and who do I find sitting on my porch? My favorite person in the whole wide world. Except you're looking like a scarecrow that lost its smile. Well, come on now, don't give me that. You think I don't know when something's gnawing at you? You've been sitting there so still, I thought for a second you'd turn into one of Miles' porch pumpkins. Well, you would make a much cuter pumpkin than that, anyway. Now, really, what's going on with you, darling? You look tired, heavy, like you've been carrying the whole barn on your back. All right, well, scoot over. Well, that's right, I'm sitting right here beside you. Excuse me. That's better. Oh, now don't be silly. The porch swing creaks, but it'll hold us both just fine. Now here, lean your head on my shoulder. Don't argue. I've got broad enough shoulders for both of our troubles. You smell like rain on dirt. All fresh, even if you don't feel it inside right now. I can tell something's twisted up in your chest. Feels like you don't know where you're going, huh? Future all foggy and mean looking. Well, you ain't alone in that. Do you remember that time we got caught in the storm right out by Miller's Creek? You were hollering about your shoes getting ruined, like those ragged sneakers were made of gold. And then, oh Lord, slip! You went right down into the mud like a pancake hitting the skillet. You were sitting there covered head to toe, acting like your whole life was over. And me? Instead of helping like a good friend should, I just laughed so hard I thought I broke my ribs. Still makes me grin just thinking about it. Do you remember what happened after that? You left too. Mud in your teeth and all. And eventually we marched back to town, looking like a couple of swamp monsters, but laughing so hard people thought we'd lost our minds. See? Even when things feel like a disaster, you've got this way of finding the funny in it. Of reminding me that nothing's ever too heavy when we're together. I know that don't fix the way your chest feels tight right now. I know laughing about mud pies don't untangle the knot in your stomach when you think about tomorrow. But you listen close. It's okay not to know the next step. Truly. You don't need to have it all figured out tonight, or tomorrow, or even next week. Nobody out here in the country, or even the city for that matter, has the whole map drawn. We're all just walking the fields one row at a time, seeing what grows. And when you feel like you're losing yourself, well, that's when you come here. To me, to this porch, to this silly old farm girl who'll tease you about pumpkins and mud puddles till you remember there is still some sweetness in the world. Do you remember when Pa let us pick strawberries that summer? We stuffed ourselves so full we thought we'd turn red. You kept sneaking the biggest ones into my basket, saying I deserved them because I worked harder, which was a bald-faced lie. I know you saw me lounging under that tree most of the time, but that's just who you are. Always giving me the good berries, even when you felt sour inside. You've always been like that. Caring more than you should. Carrying more than anyone asks you to. So, that is why I'm gonna sit here tonight and remind you, you don't gotta give or fix or decide anything right now. You just gotta breathe with me. Well, go on. Close those eyes. That's it. Just listen to the cicadas buzzing, the swing creaking, and my voice rambling. Breathing real slow like. Smell the hay, the wood of the porch, maybe even Ma's pie cooling on the sill. You just hold it and then let it out like you're letting go of all the worry packed inside your chest. Now again, real slow. In and out. There you go. Don't that feel just a little bit lighter? Now imagine the stars peeking out. One by one. Like little lanterns in the sky. Each one of them's a tomorrow. Some bright, some dim, some still hiding. You don't gotta reach for all of them. Just pick the one that shines for you tonight, and the rest will still be there waiting. You know I'm always gonna be here, right? Porch light on, swing waiting, arms wide. Don't matter if you're covered in mud or looking like you lost your way. You'll always be my favorite sight at the end of a long day. Or some telling the truth. I'd lasso the moon for you if I could. But since I can't, I'll just have to keep reminding you that you are more than enough just as you are. Even lost. even tired, even unsure, especially then. And if you argue with me about that, I'll make you scrub the barn tomorrow. And you know how the goats feel about strangers stepping in their space. Spoiler, they nibble. So, you just stay here a while longer. Rest that heavy head. And let the swing do the rocking. And let me do the talking. Lord knows I don't have any problems with that. You don't have to be anything but you. Sitting here with me on this old porch. And if tomorrow feels scary still, then tomorrow can wait. Right now, it's just the stars, the night breeze, and two friends who've laughed through mud and cried over strawberries. And darlin, we'll laugh again tomorrow, too. I promise. You know, this whole thing tonight's reminding me of that mess back in high school. Remember when those older boys thought they were funny, teasing you behind the bleachers? I saw you sitting there, jaw tight, trying so hard not to let it show they were getting under your skin. Well, you know me. I ain't exactly the type to sit quiet when my best friend's catching flack. So I marched right over, dirt on my boots and pigtails swinging. I told them to back off. They all laughed at me at first, calling me that farm girl and all sorts of names, but then, do you remember the look on their faces when I tipped that water cooler right over on their shiny new sneakers? You were wide-eyed. You couldn't believe I'd actually done it. And those boys, they scattered quicker than chickens when the fox shows up. I remember wiping my hands and sitting down beside you, acting all casual like it was just another Tuesday. But inside, I was raging. I was thinking, no one gets to make my best friend feel small. Not while I'm breathing. That's always been the truth, you know? I might tease you. I might laugh when you land in the mud. But when it matters, I will stand up bold and loud for you every single time. And tonight's no different. Whatever's gnawing at you, whatever makes the future feel heavy, you ain't gotta face it alone. 'Cause I will always be that same stubborn farm girl at your side. Boots planted firm, ready to tip over a whole water cooler. Or the whole world, if it means protecting you.